Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? So for today's video, I just wanted to do something quick and casual. So I'm just gonna be going through my morning routine with y'all, showing y'all what I do on an everyday basis, skincare and makeup wise, to get ready for the day. One of my guilty pleasure binge watches here on YouTube is those Vogue celebrity videos where they go through their morning and their night routines. I don't know if y'all have ever watched any of those videos, but I really enjoy getting a glimpse into other people's lives and daily routines and seeing what they do to get ready for the day. So for today's video, I just wanna go through my morning routine with y'all. If y'all are interested in that, be sure to stick around till the end of the video. Before we get into it though, I do just want to say thank you to all my new and returning subscribers out there. Thank y'all so much for being here, constantly supporting my content and helping me to grow my channel. If you are new here and you haven't already, just be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button as well, so that you can stay up to date on all my content and get notified every time I upload a video. And with that being said, let's get into it. So first things first, before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands because I am gonna be touching my face a little bit. Okay, so now that I've got clean hands, I'm gonna go ahead and walk y'all through my skincare routine. So I already went ahead and took a shower and washed my face. I went ahead and used this Naturium Niacinamide Cleansing Jelly. I really love how effective but gentle this is at cleansing the skin. This is really good as a standalone cleanser for the morning cleanse, and I also like to use it as a second step in my double cleanse routine at night. So I went ahead and just squirted some into my hands, worked it together into a lather, and then just, you know, worked it into my face for about a minute and washed it off. So we're here completely barefaced, nothing on, and I need to go ahead and start applying product before I start getting tight and dry. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a toner. I'm using this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Wild Oat Hydrating Toner. So this toner has a bunch of great ingredients in here to help moisturize the skin and help keep it supple. And we've also got colloidal oatmeal in here, which helps to soothe and repair the skin. Unless I'm using an exfoliating toner at night, this is the toner that I've been defaulting to for a while now. It is pretty thick, so you do have the option to go ahead and pour it into your palm and you can just apply it to your face straight like that. But what I like to do is I actually have these reusable cotton pads. If y'all are a fan of using cotton pads for applying toner or anything really, y'all need to get on board the reusable train. I'm trying to eliminate single-use materials wherever I can, and one of the areas where I've done that is by getting rid of single-use cotton pads. I've been using these reusable ones that you can just throw in the washer. So I just go ahead and get some of the toner on there and I just swipe it across my face to go ahead and start infusing moisture into the skin and helping to calm down some of this redness I've got going on. So now that I've applied the toner, I'm gonna go ahead and mist my face before I move on to my next skincare step. I've really been into facial mists recently. Facial mists are really good at keeping your skin damp in between your skincare steps. And the thought process behind this is essentially damp skin is better at absorbing your skincare than dry skin. You can think about your skin like a sponge. Think about a dry sponge. It's really hard. It doesn't really take up water well, but then when it does get wet, you're able to easily wring it out and let the water soak in and out of the sponge. And your skin's much the same way. If the surface of your skin is dry, products aren't going to penetrate as easily, whereas if your skin's already damp, it's easier for the products to go ahead and absorb in. So what I've been using is this Ilion Ceramide Atto Water Lotion. So this is actually recommended in a video by this guy that I subscribe to here on YouTube named Kevin Cho. If y'all are interested in skincare videos, y'all should check him out. I'll go ahead and link his channel up here somewhere. He makes a lot of great skincare and specifically Korean skincare focused videos. So if y'all are interested in that type of content, check him out. But he recommended this in a video he made on ceramide products and I was really interested to try it out. So I picked it up and I really love it. So I like to go ahead and shake it up and then I'll just go ahead and spritz my face a couple times just until I feel like my skin's all damp and ready for the next step. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my serum step. So for today, I'm gonna use this Naturium Niacinamide 12% Zinc 2% serum. So we've got 12% niacinamide in here, which is a multifaceted skincare ingredient. It's really good at helping to reduce the appearance of enlarged pores. It helps to regulate your skin's oil production and it helps to improve the appearance of congested skin. This also has zinc in it, which has antimicrobial properties. We've also got hyaluronic acid for moisturization and vitamin E for antioxidant support. So I go ahead and just take 2 pumps in my hand, work it together in my palms, and then I'm just gonna pat it into my skin. And then once that's patted in, y'all know the drill. We gotta go ahead and mist the face. So now I'm ready for moisturizer. Today I'm going to be using this Naturium Niacinamide Gel Cream 5%. So again, we've got that niacinamide in here, which really helps with regulating sebum production. It helps to improve the appearance of enlarged pores. It's going to help with improving skin tone, all that goodness in here. We've got seawater and coconut water for hydration. We've got dimethicone, which creates this occlusive layer over the skin that really helps to seal in the moisture and all the products underneath. And it also creates a smooth base for me to apply my makeup to, because I am going to go ahead and do that in a little bit. And this does come in a jar packaging. I know in the past I have had beef with jar packaging just because of sanitary and hygienic reasons. So what I like to do to get around that, I've been taking a skincare spatula like this. I just go ahead and rinse it under some hot water for a couple seconds just to rinse anything off that might still be on there. And I pull product out the jar that way. That way I minimize the risk of cross-contamination and, you know, introducing bacteria and stuff like that into the product. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop a little bit out the jar like so. I go ahead and take that in my palm. And then before I apply that to my face, I like to go ahead and just take a couple drops of this Kinship Chip Oat Ceramide Relief Oil, and I'll just mix that in with my moisturizer to give it a little bit of a boost. This has oat ceramides in it, which really help to fortify and boost the skin's natural lipid barrier. There's a lot of other fatty acid rich oils in here that also help to moisturize and further repair that barrier. We've also got an oil soluble form of vitamin C in here, which is able to penetrate into the deep layers of the skin to really help promote collagen production, fight hyperpigmentation, and provide some antioxidant support. And then once it's all applied to my face, I'll just go ahead and pat it in. And then for the final step of my AM skincare routine, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some sunscreen. Y'all know the drill. Y'all should be wearing SPF every day. You know, the sun rises every day unless you live in Alaska or something like that. So it's important that you're taking care of your skin every day, even if it's winter, even if it's cloudy, the sun's still there and it's still shooting out those UV rays that damage the skin. So we wanna make sure that we're defending against that. I've been using this Kose Suncut Aquali UV Protect Gel. I like how this finishes on the skin. It's really lightweight texture and it really doesn't feel like I have anything on. I love most of the Japanese sunscreens I've ever tried. They're a world's difference away from American sunscreens. They're not greasy at all. They have a nice satiny skin-like finish and they work well with other skincare products and makeup as well, which American sunscreens are getting better at, but in the past it's been very hard to find sunscreens that are like that. And I still think that Asian sunscreens, especially Japanese sunscreens, are still a couple years ahead of American sunscreens as far as how they manage to make such elegant formulations that provide such great protection. So like I said, this doesn't have a typical sunscreen texture. It's really nice and skin-like and absorbs really well. So I go in with a very hefty amount. I'm not afraid to use a lot because it will dry down to a nice finish. I don't feel it sitting on my skin or anything, so I don't mind going in a little heavy. And y'all might have noticed that I didn't mist before this step. I do find that with Japanese sunscreens, if I mist my skin before, for some reason, they can dry my skin out. So this is the only step I don't mist my skin before, but I do mist it. And so I'm just applying to the face, front and back of the neck. Get some on the ears as well. It's an area that a lot of people tend to forget, but you wanna make sure that you hit the ears. And then I'm just gonna take one more pump and work that into my hands as well. And as you can see, the sunscreen's pretty much already dried and settled in. It's not really super tacky or anything like that. It has a nice skin-like finish. As you can see, it's not really shiny or greasy looking either, which is wonderful. You can't say that for all sunscreens, so we love that. So that's the skincare part of my morning routine. So I'm just gonna give it another minute to set, and then I'm gonna go ahead and come back and show y'all my makeup routine real quick. All right, y'all, I went ahead and let my skincare products finish absorbing in and setting for a little bit. So everything's all ready now for me to go ahead and start applying my makeup. So y'all know the vibes. We're gonna keep it nice and simple and natural today. I'm gonna just use a couple products to really just put my best face forward. So first we're just gonna use our tried and true Fenty Beauty powder foundation to give me a nice soft matte finish and to help even out my complexion a little bit. So now we had our whole base applied. Redness is banished. Hyperpigmentation, don't know her. I love how foolproof and user-friendly this product is. It's so easy to use and it's almost impossible to overdo. And I love the finish it gives my skin. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a tissue and just clean the excess out of my beard. So now I'm ready to do brows real quick. I'm just gonna take this NYX Control Free Clear Brow Gel to go ahead and set them in place. I like to start off at the tail end first because that's the part that has the most trouble. And by starting off there, I deposit more product at the end where I need it, and then I just take whatever's left over towards the front to fix that up. I am gonna go in with another product to fill them in just a tiny bit, but before I do that, I do wanna go ahead and bronze up my skin a little bit to give the eyebrow gel a little bit of time to set because it is still wet. I don't wanna disrupt the product. This is how I want my brows to lay. So today for my bronzer, I'm using this Danessa Myricks Beauty Power Bronzer, and this is in the shade medium. So this is what it looks like in the pan. It is a cream bronzer. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of cream bronzers, but it has a cream to powder finish thing going on. It goes on really creamy. It blends out so well, but it also does dry down and settle to a satiny matte finish. And even though this is a cream, it does blend really well over powders as well. And with this, as you can see, compared to most of my other bronzing products, it's not the most intense bronzer I've ever used, but actually I really love this shade and even this undertone. It is a very warm tone bronzer. I don't think that if you have super cool tone skin that this would work for you, but if you have medium tone skin and don't mind looking a little warm, or if you do have warmer undertones like I tend to, this is very good to use as a bronzer, as like an actual bronzing shade to warm the skin up. It has a perfect undertone for that and it blends out really beautifully. It's also not too dark or too light. It's in that really nice in-between spot where it gives me a nice bronze, and I can go in a little heavy-handed and it's kind of hard to overdo, but I do still have color payoff and I do see a difference in my skin before and after the bronze. And of course I'm going to take it down to the neck as well to make everything look a little bit more even and uniform. Okay, so now that the brow gel has set, I'm just going to take this Undone Beauty Flawless brow pen and I'm just going to go ahead and draw some hair-like strokes where I see some sparse areas just to fill it in. So that's pretty much it for the face. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm to go ahead and moisturize my lips and give me a little bit of protection from the sun as well. And then I'm just gonna take some of this Merit Beauty Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Au Naturel, which is like a nice warm nude shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply a little bit to my lips and then dab it in to help enhance the color a little bit. So that's the end of my AM routine, skincare, and makeup. I don't do this necessarily every day, but this is like my everyday routine when I just want to look a little bit more put together. When I'm doing something and I want to look nice, this is my routine and what I'm doing these days. These are the products that I've been loving. I just wanted to go ahead and share that with y'all. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up down below. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Let me know what your morning routine consists of. Also, if y'all have any video requests or ideas for future videos, be sure to go ahead and leave those down in the comments as well so that I can keep those in mind when I'm sitting down and thinking of things to film. Like I said, if you haven't already, just be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button as well so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, I should be back shortly with new content. Bye.